what about just the limitation? Like, let's talk about pros and cons of AI in general, because that's kind of what I talked about a little bit when I did that solo episode about just using the AI responsibly. And what are the pros and cons of it? I mean, obviously, we don't, as a speech pathologist, that personal connection is so important with our clients, whether we're working in early intervention with families, or if we're in school aged, or we're in private practice, wherever that may be. Just that personal connection is so important. And that's the piece that we don't want to lose. But like Josh said earlier, it's the things around the edges that maybe there's something out there. So let's talk about the pros of AI in general, just in healthcare, and maybe specifically for speech.
Definitely. Yeah, I think, to your point, that was kind of the approach that we took coming in. We certainly don't think that this technology should be replacing a speech therapist, right? Like what we want to do, or our goal was, how do we let SLPs do the part of the job that they're really important for, and that they're really specialized in, and that they really like doing, and then take away those other pieces. And so, our thought process was, if we can allow folks to not need to worry about taking a bunch of notes or taking down different metrics during the session, they can be like fully present, right, with the person that they're serving, and kind of take that off of their mind, right? They know that afterwards their note's going to be generated. They're going to be able to make the tweaks and still exercise their expert judgment, but not need to worry about doing the little things live in session, or not need to spend that same amount of time after. So I think that's one of the big things that we've seen for us in our daily lives, but also for speech therapists, is the efficiency piece, right? Doing those manual things that can at least get you a really good starting point on whatever type of output or whatever type of task you're trying to execute. Can it get you like a 90% version and let you focus on just the piece that really needs that human expert judgment, and not the basic kind of mundane underlying elements?
Yeah.
So I think the efficiency is definitely one big benefit of it. I don't know if there's others that come to you, Chirag.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the main thing. Like, there is, talking a little bit about what some of the risks or the drawbacks are.
What are the cons? Let's do that. What are the cons of using it?
Yeah.
What are the drawbacks?
Yeah. I think, like, right now with AI kind of out in the world, it's a little bit of a case of, Pandora's box is open. This technology is out there. It's advancing. There's certainly some risks that we need to make sure that we're kind of like actively trying to mitigate. I think a lot of folks have these concerns of job replacement, of what's going to happen when AI is ever present, and I think it's a fair concern, and it's something where if you actively build in the space, you can work to mitigate that. And so for healthcare, for instance, right, we've heard concerns from SLPs that I don't want an AI speech therapist working with my clients. Like, that feels weird, that feels wrong, and we agree. Like, there are some things that are just profoundly human that you don't want to outsource to technology, but with the ability of using AI to automate kind of the back office work, the administrative tasks that detract from the care in a lot of settings, like, we can help enable folks to see more clients, deliver better, higher quality care to their kiddos, and hopefully there create an even better experience than potentially before AI was introduced. So I think there's two routes that you can go down, but helping enable professionals in the field to kind of focus on the human aspects of the job. We're hoping that can really lead to some positive outcomes.
That is great. Yeah, I can just picture myself not having that need to have that notebook there and do those check marks, because that's really the only, if I'm working on an R, an L, or an S in whatever position of the word, like, how many times did they get it right out of how many tries did we, how many attempts did we have? What is that percentage? And knowing that I don't have to do that, and that I can focus directly on that child and work on the remediation skills that we need to work on in that moment in time.
Definitely.
Yeah, that would be huge.